Hello, hello, everyone. I'm a little late per usual, so we have to wait for people to join. If anyone is in here and can hear me, say hi. You guys can hear me, let me know. Can you guys hear me okay? Yes, no, maybe so. Thank you, Jen. It has been a crazy week. Crazy in a good way. I have been super busy with clients, with life. So this live was pushed twice, but it is what it is. Because I do prioritize like paid sessions, like one-on-ones. I do prioritize those. Like if you book time with me, that's your time. Nobody else gets that time. I block off everything else. And so they get priority. And then my WhatsApp memberships, both the regular and the elite tier, well, the elite get top priority. I reply to their messages first. When I wake up and I look at messages, they get first priority. Then it's the other WhatsApp clients. Then it's booked calls. Then it is the email / audio message coaching. So if you booked that, that is 7 days delayed. And I even have that on the listing, guys. And multiple of you are emailing me saying, I haven't received it yet. And it's only been 2 days. Calm down. I will get to you. But you don't want to rush that. You really don't. You don't want to rush me reading through your situation and sending over your audio or your email. Okay? You don't want to rush that. I go through a few of those per day. And then once I'm tapped out on my energy, I stop. Because, yeah, you don't want me like drained. You want me at full energy. Otherwise, you're not going to get quality. So, yeah, don't rush it. You said your son had an accident. Was it a motorcycle? No, not at all. It was a regular car. He just hydroplaned. He hydroplaned and he hit a rail. And so what happened is it just like scraped his fender and put a dent in it. And the dent is right on the fender near the passenger door. So the passenger door can't open all the way. So we went around and got some quotes to see if it was worth it for him to pay out of pocket to fix it or to go through insurance. And we found a really good shop that was like, this is easy because it's just a dent. We're going to pull it. We're going to, sand this down. We're going to repaint this fender here and you're good to go. It's crazy because the first shop we went to priced him at $3,000 just for that part. And then there's some scrapes on the back that he doesn't really care about that happened. All of it would have been $5,000 through the first shop. The last shop we went to was the one that was really good, had amazing reviews, everything else. I saw their work. And they said $600 for the front, $1,100 for all of it. And I was like, okay. So yeah, he's going with that one. And he's got the money in his account. The only thing that they said is that because his passenger side front headlight got shattered, so it's like cracked, right? So it needs replaced. They said for us to get the part, and we found the part for like $80, like an OEM part, all that stuff. I used to be in the car industry, so I know what to look for. And so yeah, it's fine. It worked out, as always. It always works out. See, and this is what you guys gotta keep in mind. It always works out. Always. He learned a valuable lesson. He learns how to control his car when it hydroplanes. You know, he learns how to do that. I mean, he's only been driving for a year. So this is the first accident he's had, and no one else was involved. So that's all you can hope for. Only accidents I've been in, and I've been driving for, gosh, 20-something years. Only accidents I've been in was other people hit me. I've never hit anyone. And most were just fender benders. I had a really big accident in 2018, but most were just fender benders. Like one, this guy like merged into me because he was in a big truck. I was in a small car, and he says that he didn't see me. And it was like on a slow road that was 25 miles per hour. So it wasn't that bad. He was more freaked out than I was. He was freaked out because he was in a rental. His truck was in the shop. He was in a rental truck. And so he did not get the rental insurance. I was like, sucks to be you, sir. It's not my problem. Yeah, it always works out. And see, this is the mentality you have to have. Everything always works out. Everything always works in your favor. Because I have that mentality, that's how my life is. Like literally, everything works out. Like we just got the headlight in today because we ordered it and it just came in today. Literally right before I got on this live, it was delivered. And so my son was in there opening it, and he's like, it's so big. I was like, it's a freaking headlight assembly. What did you expect? But we're going to take it by the shop on Wednesday because he's off on Wednesday. So we're going to take it by there, drop it off. I'll be taking him to work and picking him up until it is done. But they said 2 to 3 days, and it's really not that big of a deal. So he's going to find out quick. It's not as fun without a car. You can't go and come and go as you please. You got to wait on the other person. He's not used to that anymore. So that's going to be fun. Because he's got to wait on me and wait on my schedule. But yeah, lots of changes, guys. So I'm considering a bunch of things. Currently, my courses, stuff like that, is on my Stand store. And I have my 7-day Burn the Boats challenge over on my tier 2 on my members channel, and a bunch of other stuff. I just did a audiobook version of my Wealth Identity ebook. That is over on my second tier on my members channel as well. My Buildable workshop is on there, and my SP audios. When I'm considering, if I get enough people in it, is to start a school. So if you're not familiar with it, it's SKOOL. It's basically a community platform, And what I would do is for the first tier on the school is it would just be a community just for us to talk about manifestation, to post wins, to post, questions, stuff like that. And I would go live once a week for those people. And I'm thinking of doing it like kind of like a what's the word I'm looking for? Not a Skype. See, I can't think straight today. um, but a video group session, okay? And those that would like to get on camera and get coaching live with me can. They can ask one question, and they will get about 5 to 10 minutes of my time. Each person will get one question that they can ask, and I will coach them live once a week as a group. That's what I'm considering. And then Zoom, there we go. I'm thinking of Zoom. Thank you, Mel. It's been a week, like I said. So yeah, Zoom. And then the second tier, I'm thinking will have all of my courses. Or like there'll be different tiers for the different courses. So that way you get support for that course. So like my 14-day SP challenge, there'll be one for that, a group for that, right? Where you can get constant feedback on that. As a group, you would like one-on-one coaching, yeah, that's additional. But as a group, I'm thinking that might be better for people. So that way it's more affordable, because I understand completely not everybody can afford to do WhatsApp coaching with me. Not everybody can afford to book a call, right? So I'm thinking like a community like that, and having like a membership on school, where again, I'll go live once a week and do one-on-one coaching. So in addition to YouTube memberships, yeah, so it'll be a separate thing from YouTube memberships, because with YouTube, I can't have you on with me, right? So if I did a live just for members, I could do that, but you can't get on with me. It's not like I can coach you, right? Yeah, you can ask questions in chat and I can coach that way, but it's not the same as like if you got on camera and asked me a question, or, asked me a question in the chat and I could answer it. That way it's a private group, not just here live. Some people don't want to ask questions on my lives here. They don't want to ask questions because they're worried that, it's public. I get that. So that's why I'm considering that more of a private one-on-one type setting. Well, not one-on-one, it's group, but group one-on-one. I'm thinking if I start the school, I'll have it free. Like you can join free for the first week that I launch it. Like I'm thinking the first either week or 2 weeks that I launch it. And then after that, the price would go to, I want to be reasonable, guys, $15 a month, something like that. And then as it builds, it would increase. But those that join in the beginning will get it for free. And as far as I know, if you join, that's your cost. It doesn't increase on you unless you left and then rejoined. So that's what I'm considering. Isn't the backlight kind of weak? I don't know what you mean, the backlight. I don't know what that means. Yeah, these are just things I'm considering, guys. It's a consideration. It's not set in stone yet. I'm going to see first. I'm still doing research on it. But I'm finding that a lot of people that are doing my course are saying that they wish there was a community. And so I know a lot of people are like Facebook group, but not everybody has Facebook or wants to use Facebook. So that's why I'm considering like the school community. But we'll see. Yes, Vlogger, I don't know what you meant by backlight. I don't know what that means. What backlight? What are you talking about? I don't understand. All right. So guys, as always, if you have questions, you can put them in the chat and I will answer them. I don't know how long I'm going to be live today, to be honest. It might only be an hour. Spalager, looks like your room's a bit dim. The lighting isn't that great. Do you have the ring light this time too? Like in the first live? Yeah, it's daytime. I have the ring light on, but it's also daytime. Like there's light coming from my window. So there's more light now than usual. So maybe it's your phone settings or device settings because there's more light than usual. I have my ring light on, I have my desk lamp on, and there's light coming from the window. Because it is still daytime. It is, un momento, 4:26 my time. So yeah, I don't know. Because there's more light. Yeah, guys, if you have questions, put them in the chat and I will answer them. That's kind of why, like, guys, like, this is why I'm considering the community and membership, because if I'm paid to show up, I show up. Like, without a doubt. Like, I know if I had a community that's paying me and I set, like, let's say a group coaching for Thursday, right? I'm going to show up at the time that I say. And if I can't, I will let you know a day ahead of time. When it comes to like these free lives where it's public and everything else, I don't really prioritize it because it's like, I'm not paid to be here. So that's kind of why I'm considering that, because then it's more affordable for people and they can still get their questions in and still get coaching. Alyssa, so for the last 3 to 4 days, I found myself apologizing to my wife if I happen to bump into her somewhere for sending too many texts, etc. What do you suggest I tell myself instead? Why are you apologizing? Why are you apologizing? Why? If you were in the marriage, the relationship that you truly want, why would you be apologizing? Spalager, it's 1:27 here. It was my phone's fault. I had the brightness turned down. See? You're over here blaming me. Alyssa, because I feel bad for doing that stuff. Why do you feel bad for doing that stuff? So you need to ask yourself why constantly. Coach yourself. This is literally what I tell my clients. If put any question that you're going to ask me or another coach, put yourself in a third party perspective. Think of you having a friend coming to you asking you these same questions. I'm probably doing the same thing you would do to them, right? Why would you feel bad for doing this stuff? Be like a 5-year-old, right? A 5-year-old is going to ask you why nonstop. I'm going to go here. Why? Because I want to. Why? Right? Like that's the 5-year-old mentality. Be 5 years old. Be 5 years old. You need to get to the root of why you feel this way. Because then that's the identity that needs to shift. That's the self-concept. Self-concept is identity. Like I coach myself, guys. I have not had coaching with another coach in a long time. Have I had coaching in the past? Yes. Yeah, because think about it. What is guilt? What is guilt? Think about what is guilt and what it means to you, more importantly. Because words only have the meaning you give them. Okay? Guilt to me means that I feel bad for doing something, right? But why would I feel bad for doing something when I am reality itself? Okay? If you are reality itself and you bought the pearl knowing that, why would you have guilt for anything that you do? Guilt is in a lot of cultures. It's not just Catholic. Guilt is in like every culture. And it's because you, as source, you were brought here to have the human experience. In order to have the human experience, you have to experience the opposite, right? You can't know hot without cold. You can't know light without darkness. These things can't exist without each other. So, in order for you to know what you want, you have to know what you don't want. So it's okay to feel these things. Feel all the feelings, realize they're just the human experience, and then move on. And I know people will be like, oh, but my culture, oh, but this. It's all shit you're telling yourself. Abdullah was the teacher of both Neville Goddard and Joseph Murphy. Abdullah was a Black man that lived like a king in what? The late 1800s, early 1900s? A time where that wasn't the norm. That was completely unheard of, even. And he lived like a king. And the racism that plagued everyone else didn't affect him. Ask yourself why. I have people of all races, all cultures, and a lot of times they use their culture, their religion, their skin color, a lot of things to say, well, this is why I experience this. Okay, then you're going to continue to experience that because you believe it. Okay, you're right. If you're saying that and you know that, then you're right. Alyssa, yes, I know that. Just I once had a great conversation with a Jewish friend about who had the most guilt in their religion. We just ended up laughing at ourselves. So you're having a guilt measuring contest? What the heck? Y'all are crazy. Y'all are crazy. Y'all are really crazy. I've never heard of that before. A guilt measuring contest. Okay. It's kind of like this. I just spoke about people facing adversity, right? I should have been a statistic. I grew up in severe poverty. I grew up in an environment and in a family where I should have been a drug addict, an alcoholic, a prostitute, a stripper, like all of those things, right? I've never been any of those things. I should have had severe mental issues. I don't have any. Sure, I'm autistic with ADHD, but I don't see that as a bad thing. I don't see it as a disability. I just see it that my brain works differently. And because my brain works differently, I am able to coach people differently than any other coach. I'm able to see things in a different angle than most people do, right? So you can face adversity and just realize that it doesn't matter because you are reality itself. You can defy anything, you can defy all odds. It's kind of like when I was 16, I was told I would never have children, okay? Because of severe abuse. I'm trying to use my words cautiously here on public, okay? Because of severe abuse, my body did not develop correctly, okay? I had miscarriages, some from non consensual things. That's what we're going to say, okay? And I was told I could never have kids because my uterus was underdeveloped and tilted. My son is in the other room. I decided I was going to have a kid. I decided he was going to be healthy. I decided I was going to carry him to full term. Thus, I did. He was preemie size, though he was full term. He was not a preemie, but he was preemie size. And the doctor said that was the only way he survived because it's kind of like a fish tank, right? If you get a goldfish, the fish is only going to grow to the size of the tank that you put them in. They can't grow bigger. Like if you get an Oscar fish, I've had Oscars before, it can only grow as big as the tank that you put them in. That's what happened with him. But he was healthy. The only thing that happened was he had jaundice when he was born because of a conflict of our blood types. But that was fixed very easily. And after that, he's been healthy, happy. There's no problems. And it's because I decided I was going to be a mother. I decided I was going to have a kid. Doctors kept telling me I was going to miscarry. The doctors kept telling me to brace me and tell me, you're going to miscarry. I was like, no, I'm not. No, I'm not. See, that's denying your reality. When people talk about deny what is the proof that is in front of you, that's what I was doing. And then after I had him, when I was diagnosed with cancer, what did I do? If you guys saw those videos, I said it's going to take one treatment and I'm going to be cured. What happened? It took one treatment. Reality doesn't matter. Your knowing does. My knowing was that I was going to have a kid. My knowing was that he was going to be happy and healthy. My knowing was that I am cancer free. You see my point. It doesn't matter what the situation is. Okay, let me scroll up here. Jen, So my mom and I are not talking currently in the 3D. And oh, your man. I read that as mom. Interesting. Okay. So my man and I are not talking currently in the 3D, and he is chatting with other women and streaming on dating app. Should I just stay silent and know that I'm his wife, or get on and stream too? No matter what you do, it's the right thing to do. You set the rules, not me. I don't set the rules for your reality. What puts you in the identity of being in your end result? What puts you in the outcome of the unfolding for you? Because there's no right or wrong. There's clients that have completely revised their past and changed everything. There's people that didn't revise it, but knew that things were going to happen in a certain way, and then they did. There's people that didn't go on dating apps. I mean, why are you even aware that he's streaming on a dating app? That's the first thing I want to know. Because if you were living in your end, you wouldn't even be aware of that. Why are you doing that? Why are you stalking him? Be honest. Why are you stalking him? Go delete the damn app. And this is exactly what I tell my clients that book with me for WhatsApp coaching. And if you're in the first 7 days of my SP challenge, I literally tell you just to focus on you. You're going to delete all the apps, you're delete them, block them, whatever you need to do to not pay attention to it and stalk them. If you were in a happy, healthy relationship, you would not be stalking their shit. You would not know how many followers they have on Instagram. You would not know if they unfollowed someone. You would not know if they followed someone. You would not know if they liked a post. You would not know if they were streaming on an app. Like, I didn't even know you could do that. See, I'm oblivious to this stuff, okay? You wouldn't even be aware of it. Why are you doing this to yourself? You're doing this to yourself. Why are you doing it? Lotus Breeze. Wow, I needed to hear that. I feel so overwhelmed last few days. My lawyer said I may have till September 1st to stay in house. I've been deciding I get to stay, period, and my landlord changed his mind. Perfect. Yeah, that's what you need to do, girl. I really went all in these past 2 months, yet it's been silent. I won't lie, I feel so scared. I don't have plan B. I don't have another house lined up. I felt this was most courageous choice I made. I feel scared. It's okay to feel scared. It's okay to feel human emotions. Being scared is a human emotion. It's okay to feel scared. You feel the fear and you do it anyway. That's a book. It's one of my favorite books. Okay? Feel the fear and do it anyway. It's okay to feel the fear. It's okay to feel anxious. It's okay to feel however you feel. But the knowing is what matters. Your feelings don't manifest. Your thoughts don't manifest. Affirmations don't manifest. Techniques don't manifest. Your knowing and who you are being is what manifests. That's it. That's literally it. So, Jen, why are you stalking your person on a dating app? I'm calling you out. This eyelash is driving me nuts. Why are you stalking them on a dating app? Why? I had a client that is a success. Their success story is coming soon. And they met their person on Bumble. I'm more familiar with Bumble. I don't know what dating app you're talking about where they stream. But um they met on Bumble, and their person ghosted. and they were stalking their person's Bumble profile to see when their location changed and to see if they changed their status or they changed their profile, right? Or their pictures, and literally would like obsess over it. They're like, oh my God, they're in this location now. Oh my God, they're in that location. I'm like, go delete them now. Go unmatch with them now. Now. And they're like, but that's the only way I can communicate and see them because they blocked me on everything. I'm like, perfect. Go unmatch. Because if you were already in your end, you're already their perfect person, you would not be doing that. Jen, so I was on it anyway. It's called Meet Me. You're not that bad, but yet you know when your person is streaming. Are you being honest with yourself? Doesn't sound like you're being honest. Go unmatch with them, delete them. I don't care what, I'm not familiar with that app, but go do whatever it is where you won't know if they're streaming. Because it doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. What does it matter? If you had a crystal ball, okay, and this crystal ball showed you without a doubt that in 2 years from now, you're walking down the aisle with this person at your dream wedding, right? Would you give a two shits about what's going on right now? You wouldn't. You wouldn't care if they're off screwing 10 women a week. You wouldn't care. Okay? It wouldn't matter. It would not matter. So why does it matter that they're streaming on some dating app? It doesn't. Go delete it. You shouldn't even be aware of it. Yeah, I've never heard of Meet Me. I don't know what that is. I'm familiar with the usual contenders. As far as I know, like Tinder is like a hookup app. I don't know many people that have had relationships from that. I know people that have had relationships from Hinge, Bumble, that sort of thing. Jen, you would have probably told me to do that anyway when I chat with you. I got the SP challenge yesterday. Okay, perfect. Yeah, probably I would have. I probably would have. Yes. And yeah, guys, when you get my 2 weeks of WhatsApp coaching or you sign up for like a membership, the weekly or monthly, I usually start you on a Monday. So that way you get more of my time because I respond during the week. Alyssa, I made up 3 people just to talk with her. She thought I was over 100 other people. So glad I stopped doing that over a year ago. Yeah, why would you do that? Why? You are literally reality itself. You are God, you are source, you are universe. What God is doing that? You don't know yourself as God if you're doing that. Sitting over here making fake profiles. What? Girl. You don't know yourself as God if you're doing that. Like, are you for real? Yeah, that's interesting. Why would a dating app have streaming? That's weird. I don't know. I'm old school. I prefer meeting people in person. I'm I'm not for these dating apps, being honest. I don't know. It just seems like the whole streaming thing, like, this seems like, I don't know, like Twitch, um, YouTube, TikTok, like, doesn't seem like it would be a dating thing. That's weird. Like if it's on a dating app, it seems like it would be like a subscription service, not dating. You know, like a OF person. Like they don't actually care about you. I don't know. Yeah, 100%. I tell people, if you're stalking your person, just stop. That's number one. Like, why? Jen, some people are on there already married and don't have intentions today. So it is a platform that you can date and go live and chat. It's weird. Why would married people be on there? That's, I don't know. That's weird. Weird. And this is why I'm glad I'm not aware of these things. They don't affect me. This seems odd. I don't know. What happened to people going out and meeting people in public? What happened to that? I don't know. As a woman, dating is so freaking easy. Like, what most women don't know is you can go out by yourself and be perfectly safe. You can. You got to go to the right places. If you go to a restaurant or a nice restaurant, we're not talking about like some cheapy shit, okay? Go to a nice restaurant or go to a nice hotel and go to their like restaurant in there or lobby or bar. You sit at the bar. Pay attention to the men near you. If you're attracted to them and they're eating or drinking something, ask them what they're eating or drinking. Say, "Oh my God, that looks so good. What is that?" Right? Is this your first time here? Have you been here before? This is my first time. Even if it's not your first time, just say it is. Okay. And then let these men sell you the food. Because I'm telling you, especially if they're a patron to that restaurant, they're going to sell you the best items on that menu. And they will buy it for you. This is what I used to do all the time to meet men. High value men, high class men. Okay. They will sell you the food and they will buy it for you. They're like, "Oh, hold on, I got you." They pull over the waiter or the bartender. They're like, "Oh yeah, she'll have this," and they'll buy it for you. And I've had it where multiple men were fighting over who would buy me food. Okay, by doing this. Skylar, I recognize some coworkers on a dating app also. Like the whole block is on there. It's so weird. I don't pay attention to any of that. Yeah, ladies, you do not need a dating app to get good men. You don't. You really don't. Like, and this is just my opinion, and this is probably my awareness and my assumption, but dating apps attract the riffraff. It attracts the men that you don't want. Okay? Think about it. If they can't meet somebody in person and they need an app to meet someone, why? Okay? No problem with being single. No problem with that at all. I was single for 6 years. I was celibate most of it. Okay? Not a problem with all with that. But if you were actively trying to date, why would you need a dating app with that? You could literally just go places and meet people. Whatever your interests are. It doesn't have to be a bar, it doesn't have to be a club, right? You can meet people at a bookshop. I've done it. I've gone to karaoke and met people there, right? Go where your interests are. Go to concerts, go to events, whatever it is that you like. People in dating apps, most of the time, are not looking for serious. And that's okay. If you're not looking for serious, then by all means, do you, boo. Okay? I do not judge. I do not tell people, adults, what to do. But if you are looking for a serious relationship, the dating apps aren't it. Dating apps, most of the time, people are just looking for a one night thing. Nothing wrong with it. If that's what you want. A many, because even if you're not, most of other people use dating apps and people don't go to concerts to date or find a wife. They're there to have fun. I mean, everybody's there to have fun, but there's still single people there. And just because they're not looking for someone doesn't mean that they're not open to it. See, that's your mentality. Jen, it was an option for me being a widowed single mom, not able to get out a lot. My youngest was 2 when my hubby passed. Yeah, I understand that completely because my son's father passed as well. Understand that, but you can join groups. There's social groups that you can join for single parents. I know someone that met their spouse that way, like local groups for single parents. Mel, I recently read The Power of Now by Tolle, and one chapter stuck with me. When you listen back to your own negative thoughts, you start to notice you sound insane. That made me wake up. Yeah, absolutely. That line is definitely powerful. Amini, no, that's reality saying that's my mentality is insinuating that what I said was wrong. No, it is wrong. It's for you. It's wrong to me. In my reality, that's not my truth. In your reality, that's your truth. That's perfectly fine. I'm allowed to say what my reality is. I don't judge you for yours. But I'm telling you, in my reality, that's not true. But you do you. I already said that. You do you. You do you, boo boo. And guess what? If you don't agree with me, you don't have to be here. No one's keeping you here. People in my chat know that if you don't agree with me, you don't have to be here. It's perfectly fine. It's not going to bother me. You do you. But dating apps are designed to keep you on the dating app. That's what they're designed for. They're not designed to get you in a relationship. And most people on them are just looking for hookups. And again, nothing wrong with that. If that's what you want, have at it. There's a whole smorgasbord. Okay? But if you want something serious, you got to make changes and you got to do something different. That's all I'm saying. Yeah, I love that line by Eckhart Tolle. When you listen back to your own negative thoughts, you start to notice you sound insane. Now think about it. Just earlier, we were talking about stalking social media and how when you look back, you're like, why the hell did I do that? But in the moment, you think it's normal. In the moment, you're like, oh, I'm just checking. I'm just gonna check. It's just one peek. And then you notice something and you spiral, right? Oh, they followed someone new. Oh, it's a hot chick. Who freaking cares? Who cares? No one cares. Give zero fucks. Okay? Give absolute zero fucks to who they're following, who they're unfollowing, whatever. Spellogger, I left a comment a few times and then thought, why isn't she replying to any of them? Then I realized none of them went through 15 minutes of my time wasted. Oh no. I've had other people tell me that. What videos were you commenting on? Or was it on here? Was it on the live or was it on a video? Because I've had people tell me that they commented on my videos and it didn't go through. Or like it disappeared or something. I don't know what YouTube is doing, to be honest. And what's crazy is a lot of times, not all the time, but a lot of the time, when you guys obsess over someone, right? And then let's say it doesn't work out with that person, whatever. You move on. You meet someone great, amazing after that. You look back and you're like, why was I even obsessed over this person? This person's a dusty. Male or female, it doesn't matter. So objectively look at your person and be like, do I really want this person? And if not, you can create a whole new person out of thin air. You can manifest your dream person. Okay? No. Yeah, it's like, whoa, these conversations I'm having in my head of nasty arguments with my person really do make me sound like a crazy person. It's like we get addicted to the made up drama. Yeah, people are definitely addicted to drama. For sure. That's a big one. People are definitely addicted to drama. I would 100% agree with that. Why do you think shows about drama are the most popular? Like back in the day, Jersey Shore was the most toxic show there could be for drama, but it was so popular, right? Any reality show. If there's no drama, nobody's going to watch. People are addicted to drama for sure. I have zero drama in my life. Zero. Zilch. Like the accident that my son had was nothing really. I just had to take some time to help him to find a body shop and stuff. And what's funny is he didn't tell me right away just because our schedules had clashed. So he told me like 2 days after. And he said to his coworkers that he was going to tell me, and they're like, she's going to freak out. And he was like, no, she's not. She's going to laugh about it and tell me I need to go fix it. And that's exactly what happened. I laughed at him. And I was like, so what did we learn? Right? So we're going to go get it fixed and you're going to pay for it. That's all I did. Why would I freak out over that? So trivial and stupid. What did we learn? We learned how to not hydroplane. Good job. Oh, Another thing that I needed to bring up on here is that some of my videos got deleted, guys. So some of my older content got deleted, and one of my success stories got deleted. The one with the trans client got deleted, unfortunately. I couldn't care less about some of my older videos. Like, I can just redo those, but the success story really got to me. And I tried everything to figure out how to get it back. And unfortunately, some of my content also got messed up on an external hard drive. And that was one of them. And on top of it, that voice note from that client I no longer have, because it was on WhatsApp. And I got a new phone like a couple of months ago. Like, this is a new phone. And when I transferred, it didn't transfer the old messages on WhatsApp. It transferred my contacts, but not the old messages. So I don't have that voice note anymore. So I asked her if she would be gracious enough to redo the voice message, redo the success story for us. And she agreed, and she sent it over to me. So I will be re-recording that video, because she's got an update for us too. So I'm going to be re-recording that video and playing her message and going over it like I always do. She was gracious enough to do that for us. Spelogger, I wanted to get your opinion on this. Do you think people can stay with the same partner for a long time, or over time, do they get tired of each other and it's better to be with someone else? It's whatever you say it is. Whatever you say. For your reality, it's whatever you say. Which one do you think? Because what I think doesn't matter. This is your reality. What do you think? Mel, maybe it was supposed to happen, especially with their update. Yeah, maybe. And that's what she said too. She was like, this probably happened for a reason, girl. The other thing is that there was some like negative comments on that video, and I don't delete comments. Okay. And she saw them and was like, why are people so mean? I'm like, you can't help how they are. You can only help how you see things. They're lost and confused right now. That's all. That's how you have to see it. Because I am for everyone. It doesn't matter what you identify as. It doesn't matter what your sexuality is. It doesn't matter anything, as long as you're an adult. Consenting adult. And if you are coming to me for SP, that your person is an adult, that's all that matters. Okay? I personally have this one eyelash is driving me nuts. But anyway, I personally have refunded and refused service to people that have desires that I don't agree with. And that would be causing harm to someone, wishing someone to be no longer alive. Yeah, I've had people try to book with me for that. Okay. I instantly refund them and refuse service. I will not take money for that. The other thing is if like it goes against my morals. So example here, like a 50-something-year-old going after a 20-year-old. It's just a no for me. There's other coaches out there that will coach you, but it's a no for me. That's just at that point, like with this person, the 20-year-old was younger than their own child. Okay. It's like, no. Sorry. Not for me. For someone else, sure, but not here. I'm not gonna coach you, I'm sorry. And other people might disagree with that and tell me that I'm wrong for doing that. Whatever. See, this is my reality. And I am allowed to refuse service. Now, that hasn't happened in a long time. I have not had people book with that type of stuff in a long time. It's probably been 6 months since something that I had to deny, because my self-concept changed, and I know that I only attract amazing clients. And it sounds like my gardener is outside cutting my yard. It is Sunday, so he usually does it on Sunday. So if you guys hear that, I'm sorry. It is what it is. So any questions from you guys? Because I have been on here an hour. If not, I might get off. But if people have questions, I'll stay. I just wanted this to be a quick, kind of chill live, just because I haven't been on here. And thought I'd pop on. I think also what I might start doing to hold myself to a standard is, unless something happens like what happened with my son, I'm going to set a time that I'm going to come on here live, and I'm going to stick to it. Like every week, whenever I announce it, right? Stick to it. Because again, I don't really prioritize it, because it's not like I have to do it. But I think that's what I'm going to do. And like I said, I'm considering the communities, doing a community where I'll go live once a week and do a group coaching, like on Zoom or something like that, where people can come on camera if they want. They don't have to. They can just do audio if they want to do that, or they can just type, and I'll answer like one question per person type thing of whoever joins. That way, again, people can get coaching that might not be able to afford it otherwise. Mel, maybe when you start to notice your identity shifting, do you tend to forget the old story and everything feels natural in the new identity? Yeah, all the time. All the time. All the time. That's normalcy. That's making it your new normal. Oop, sorry. Hit the stand. That's making it your new normal, because think about it. I have a whole video on this, the Jeff Bezos video. Go watch that one. If you spoke to Jeff Bezos in 1995 and told him that he would be worth over $220 billion right now, and that he would spend $55 million on his wedding, he would look at you like you're crazy, because he didn't identify as that yet, right? But now that's his normal. $55 million to someone that is worth as much as he is the equivalent of $15 to someone making $60,000 a year. To put it in perspective, he spent the equivalent of $15 on his wedding. So essentially, like, what, 2 meals at a drive-through at McDonald's or whatever? That's what he spent on his wedding. Just to put that in perspective. Is my mic still on? It is. Okay. Yeah, once you shift, you often forget old realities, and it's like they never existed. That happens to me all the time. Hi, Tiana. And as far as when I come live on here, guys, is like Friday evening best, is like Saturday afternoon or Sunday afternoon better. I know weekends are better for you guys, because I've tried coming on during the week and it, like, no one comes in here. I don't mind coming on during the week as long as that's good for you guys. But the issue with that is so many different time zones. Like, a lot of my viewers and a lot of my clients are in other countries. So we're talking about the UK, we're talking about other parts of Europe, we're talking about Asia. I've got a lot of clients in Asia. A lot of clients in Asian countries. Spalager, are you going to end the live now? When will you go live again next time? I always announce on my community tab when I'm going live. And yeah, I probably will. Unless people have questions, I'll stay, but I'm probably going to end it here soon. Because I'm actually getting hungry. So I need to go eat something. And then I'm going into a fast. So I'll be fasting the next few days so that way I can go deeper into meditation. I've been doing that recently where I fast like 2 to 3 days a week. And it's just so I can go into deeper meditation. So I'll be fasting tomorrow to Wednesday. But I am an experienced faster, guys. I do not recommend this if you are not used to it. Start slow. Start with intermittent and then work your way up. Yeah, I always announce on my community tab when I'm going live. Recently, I've had to reschedule them. And so I do that on the community tab. But like I said, I'm trying to make it where once I announce it, I'm showing up unless like an emergency happens. But I'll let you guys know if something happens. Spellogger, seriously, you've got some really strong willpower. It's just mind over matter. Because again, you are not your body. You are not your vessel. You are not the human feelings. And that's another practice. And maybe I should do a video on it, on fasting, because literally fasting, when you start feeling the hunger signals and stuff like that, or you start feeling weak, it's the same thing as realizing that you are not your feelings. It's the same thing. It's just human emotions, human feelings. It's a great way to realize that. Maybe I'll do like a fasting challenge or something, like for everyone. You guys can do it with me. But if you are new to it, that's where I'm like, okay, we got to start with intermittent first. You got to work your way up. But I can explain how to fast. I can explain how to do it safely. And I can explain what you would need to do. I can even link you guys to like the electrolytes that I use and stuff like that. Because you can't just drink just water. You need electrolytes. And when you break your fast, you need to break it in the right way. I don't know what you're asking how to, but unless there's more questions, I think I'm going to get off of here, guys. I think I'm going to go work on some things because, again, there's going to be a lot. Oh, before I get off of here, my sale is still going on. So until August 31st, if you get my 14-day SP challenge, you'll also get emailed over a code to get my 2 weeks of WhatsApp service for 50% off. So that way you've got me with you all 2 weeks. So if you want to check that out, you can go to my Stan store and check that out. A brand new me. I like the username. How to manifest an SP to be committed in a loving relationship with me when he doesn't have enough courage to divorce due to religious restrictions and family reasons. Go watch my SP content. I have a whole playlist for SP content, and go watch the recent SP success story. It's an interview. Her person ghosted her and got married because of religion. Okay? None of that stuff matters. And first, stop calling your person SP. You can go watch, there was a recent video I did too on the 10 reasons why you don't have your SP yet. Go watch it. Rose, I'm struggling with believing that I can achieve appearance changes in such things such as having really thick hair when I have thin hair and changing features that people won't really as possible. I don't know what really as possible means, but as far as hair, you just need to see your hair is thicker, and plenty of people have gone from thin hair to thick hair, so why can't you? Spillager, I mean, how can I fast? What are the rules for it? Maybe I should do a video on that. But you can look up, there's lots of videos out there on fasting. Gosh, what are those doctors' names? I can't think of them off the top of my head, but there's a couple of doctors that specialize with fasting. There's one that literally invented intermittent fasting. And I watched their stuff years ago when I got into it. Because I've been involved in fasting off and on for years. And fasting is part of a lot of religious cultures for a reason. A brand new me, I did watch that. You watched it, yet you sat here and said SP. I'm just saying. A brand new me, but I don't feel I'm lucky as that lady. Her man is actually so sweet. That letter, wow, so touching. Basically, my tears burst out like crazy when I was listening to her story. Why? Why are you not lucky? See, you're saying that. No one else is saying that. You are just as lucky. You are literally reality itself. So why wouldn't you be? Alyssa, what is the main benefit that you gained through fasting? Deeper meditation, better, better mind and body connection. For me, everybody's different, and it also resets like my diet. It makes things like after you fasted for a while, because the longest I've gone is 7 days. And once I ate again, it's like things taste so much better. Like a grape will taste like 10 times better. You get what I'm saying? Like, because a lot of times I break my fast with fruit. So, like watermelon, for example, the watermelon will be like so amazing, right? So it's better enjoyment of food as well. Spilogger, I've heard that Muslims have a tradition where they fast for a whole month every year. It's called Ramadan. Yes, exactly. But with Ramadan, they're not fasting in the sense that I talked about fasting. As far as I understand, and forgive me if I'm ignorant on this, if you are Muslim in the chat, you can answer his question. But um, you fast from sun up to sundown. So from sun up to sundown, you don't have anything. But after sundown, you do. Thank you for saying you like my account name, of course. Because you are a brand new you, right? Every day you are brand new. Every moment, every second, you get to decide who you are. I am whatever I say I am. If I wasn't, then why would I say I am? And the paper, the news, every day I am. I don't know. It's just the way I am. It's literally in everything. It's in pop culture. It's in the Bible. It's in woo woo. It's in all of it. It's in science. Literally, your entire reality is telling you about manifestation. Hesitated to send questions here, feeling like afraid you might judge me. Sorry for saying that. Why would I judge you? I'm going to redirect you. I'm going to coach you, but I'm not going to judge you. That's it. Who says you've been through hell? Who? Who is saying that? You're saying that. Stop saying that. Stop saying that. Stop it right now. Alyssa, I'm not that dork power texting or creating fake profiles anymore. Good. We don't do that here. And I'm not judging because I did some crazy stuff like that back in my past. Okay. My whole twin flame situation, yeah, I did that. I literally created so many fake phone numbers and called him from all different phones. I texted him from all different phones. I stalked him, literally, like would show up at his house and see if he's home, knock on his door nonstop. He didn't really have social media, so I couldn't really stalk that, but the little that I found, I did. I made multiple dating app profiles because I found him on a couple of dating apps. Yeah, I've been there. I literally catfished him on one and set up a date, and he showed up. We ended up talking that entire night. Yep. I've been there. Spillogger, they don't eat anything from sunrise to sunset, and then they're free to eat whatever they want. I don't think it really has any specific effect, a special effect. Yeah, and see that's more intermittent fasting. But the best intermittent fasting is when you are like making sure that when you are eating, it's not just whatever you want, right? Because it doesn't matter whether you're eating 5,000 calories in one sitting or you're eating it throughout the day, it's still 5,000 calories, right? So for me personally, what works best for my body, and this is my assumption, this is my knowing, is a high protein, low carb diet. That's what works for me. Okay. That's where I function the best. Eating a lot of processed carbs and fried foods and stuff that really bog me down. So I don't really do that. I eat a lot of protein. I eat a lot of vegetables and fruits. That's just me. I'm not keto though. So like I don't pay attention to like eating fruit or vegetables. But that's just what works for me. It's kind of like, as far as my understanding, Neville Goddard was vegetarian for a while. And then he went to just regular eating because he realized like it doesn't matter. Right. I could change my mindset on that. Like sometimes every now and then I'll have like fried foods and stuff, but they don't really affect me because of how little I have of them. And it's not like all the time. That actually sounds good. Maybe I should go get some fried chicken. That sounds good. And in my last live, I told you guys that I broke my nails. They're still so short to me. This is short to me. Like, this is short. My nails are short. I don't like it. I want them to grow out. They will. They'll be back to the length that they were within a month or two. Couple of months, they'll be right there. And since you're seeing it here, you'll notice them growing. A brand new me. I know what you mean. Thank you so much. Got out of a toxic marriage, and I struggled to last for a decade just to find out, man I supported is an abuser. He's not working at all. He's with me raising 2 kids. Okay, this is all story that you're telling yourself. You're telling yourself these things, no one else. No one else. No one else. You're replaying these type of stories. I think if you exercise while fasting, it might have an even bigger effect, but I'm not sure. As long as you believe that, yeah. I sometimes do step or cardio, like dance cardio, fasted. So like first thing in the morning. But then I'll usually eat after. As long as I'm not like doing a long fast. When I'm doing a long fast, I don't really work out. I might do some body movements or resistance training, but it's very light because I like to preserve my energy. I like to preserve my energy for making content, for working on my other business, for all of those sort of things. Yeah, guys, I think I'm going to get off of here. I do have a video that I need to record. So I'm going to eat and then I'm going to record that for my members channel because one of my viewers over there, so one of my subscribers to my members channel, requested a video on going from a poverty mindset to an abundant mindset. And I'm the queen of that. So I'm going to be doing that video. And it's also going to be on why I don't believe in subconscious programming. I know, big thing, right? So many gurus and teachers teach subconscious programming, right? I don't teach that. I teach knowing, I teach identity. So I'm going to be doing a video on that, and that will be posted over on my members channel. The first tier. The first tier gets those type of videos. Like it's not like the second tier also includes the 7-day burn the boats challenge, and it includes my Buildable workshop and my SP audios currently. Okay, that might be changing, but currently that's what it includes. And my brand new audiobook for the wealth identity. I'm going to be releasing that on my website too, if you guys would like that. So that will be out soon. But I will be posting that over my members channel on the first tier. And I also have some videos that I'll be posting on public. Another neurodivergent video and a few other videos. And I've got more success stories coming. So buckle up, guys. It's going to be a lot. And this is why I say, like, I am busy and you guys don't realize. Alyssa, it will be over on my members channel because I posted a video for my members and I asked them for feedback of what videos they want, and that was requested. Spelogger, yeah, go rest. I'm going to go too. Really enjoyed your live. Thanks for it. No problem. Yeah, and I always post on my community tab when I'm going live. And I'm going to say it now that as long as there's not an emergency and I have to reschedule because of that, and I will always let you guys know, I'm going to keep the time and day that I set. So if I say I'm going to be on at Friday, I'm going to be on Friday around the time that I say. If I say that I'm going to be on Saturday, I'm going to be on Saturday. Whatever day I say. Okay? That way, it's not like all over the place like it has been. But yeah, I'm going to be doing that. Is there any other questions? Last questions here. Last call for alcohol or forever hold your peace. I'm kidding. Just until the next time I'm on. Any last questions? I will wait a couple of minutes and then I'm going to get off of here. Coffee with me virtually. I don't want coffee right now. It's if I had coffee, I'm not going to go to sleep. But I appreciate that. A brand new me. But yeah, no coffee for me right now. Definitely tomorrow. For sure tomorrow. Mondays are always chaos. Did you have a question? Did you have a question, a brand new me? I have a lot of clients in the UK. It's what? Let's see. It's what, 10:37 your time? Okay, if you want coaching, you can go to my website. I have coaching calls. I have WhatsApp coaching, whatever it is that you need. It's up to you. Some people enjoy just doing live calls. Some people want the WhatsApp coaching. Some people like courses. They don't want coaching with me. They want something more structured. And so they do the courses. That's why I have all those options available, because it's for individuals. It's for whatever you need. Been wavering so much these past 2 days. That's okay. But yeah, it's up to you. It's up to you which one would be best for you. With a live call, basically you've got me there, full attention during the call, and I listen to your story, and then I give you guidance from there. If you do the WhatsApp coaching, depending on the tier, so the regular one is texting and voice notes. So you don't have to send voice notes to me. I send them to you as long as you can understand me. You can text me and then I respond Monday through Friday. The elite tier, I give more priority to. Same thing, I respond with texting and voice notes. Sometimes I respond to them on the weekends, and they get a weekly coaching call for 30 minutes. English is not my first language. That's okay. A lot of my clients, English is not their first language. As long as you can understand me, we're good. Just do it. How much? If you go to my my website, so on my profile is my website, you can check out my pricing and whatever service you're interested in. A brand new me, so very nervous that my language is not brief enough. My English is sufficient enough, but I am not fully confident in my expression. That's okay, as long as you can understand me. I can understand broken English. I can understand accents. It does not bother me. Again, I have people from all over. I have a lot of people in European countries. I have a lot of people in Asian countries that are clients. Like the client that changed her test scores on that important test that she did, English is not her first language. There's another client, the one that changed how she saw her autistic son, and he went from nonverbal to now talking. English is not her first language. And those are just the success stories that I have public. I have a lot of clients that English is not their first language. It's okay. Yeah, you can hear their accents. So, yeah, English is not their first language. And the client that his person had cultural differences, that one, English is not his first language either. Just do it. Where can I find it? On my website. So if you click on my profile on here, you can find my website. And it's always in the description of all my videos. But it's also my name. So alchemisticanomalist.com, if that's easier for you. Abandon new me. I'm so sick of sabotaging like subconscious mind. I don't teach subconscious programming because it doesn't exist. You just need to be. You just need to know. I teach knowing and identity. Just do it. My roommate's done some BS on my page, and I don't know what or how they did it. I don't know either. I'm not your roommate. Alyssa, I just call you AL. Yeah, whatever works. A lot of people just call me Alchemy. That's fine too. Doesn't matter. You just say, hey, you. I'll respond. Yeah, language barriers do not matter. As long as you can understand me, as long as you can understand what I'm saying and the words that are coming out of my mouth, we're totally fine. But like I said, if you are interested in like SP type coaching, I have a special this month. So if you get my 14-day SP challenge, you will be emailed a code to use on my 2 weeks of WhatsApp service where you get that 50% off. If you're interested, if you're wavering between those two, there you go. Because a lot of people do waver between those two. If that's not something that's in the budget for you, it's perfectly fine. I have lots of other services as well. A brand new me. How do I apply for that? On my Stand store. On my Stand store. Everything is on my Stand store. On my website. It's on my profile on here or in the description of any of my videos. I downloaded the self-concept guide. Then you could follow that. I've had people had shifts just from that. But if you want more one-on-one service, I have lots of options on my website. So, yeah, I don't know why it's called Stan. That's just what the company is called. I didn't name the company, okay? Don't ask me. Okay, guys. If there is no other questions, I'm going to go ahead and get off of here. I'm going to go ahead and get some food. I'm going to hang out, work on some things. And a little spoiler here is there will be some specials going on next month. So in September, I'm going to have some more specials going on different things. This month is SP. This month it's SP, but next month it's going to be some different things that, number one, I'm releasing, and number two, I'm going to have specials on because September is my birthday month. So we're going to be doing a whole birthday thing. Okay. So little spoiler on that. This month is all about SPs, everybody's favorite. Next month is not going to be about SPs, but it's going to be some fun stuff. Okay. But I'm going to let you guys go. And I know no matter who's watching this, if you're watching this live or you're watching the replay, you're about to have the best day or night of your life whenever you're watching this. And I already know that's the case for you. Take care.